Yes, Mr. Musegedi.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Perry, please go to file 2. And I refer you to page 152 of that file. 152. You should have before you, Mr. Perry, a bank statement. When you get there, it's a Standard Bank statement.
Yes, I do have it.
Yes. And I think this statement, part of the statement is also duplicated in your own annexures anyway.
Yes, it's not a Standard Bank, it's a Absa Bank.
Thank you, yes. On 5.1, that's where the Standard Bank ends and we start with Absa, that's correct.
Yes.
Yes. I want us to focus on, there's a payment.
Maybe for the record, you confirm it is his bank account.
Yes, Mr. Piri, can you confirm that that's your bank statement?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. And for now, Commissioners, I want us only to confine ourselves to the payment made on the 13th of May 2025 of 150,000 rand. There are other payments that we can deal with later. You will see that the reference to that payment is stationery refund. Chair, this transaction is recorded on Mr. Piri's statement as well, and he explained that when he was in chief, that was a loan from a friend. And when I asked him the name of the friend, he said to us the name of the friend was one William Mashupe. Mr. Piri, can you confirm that?
Yes, I did so. I did say that.
Thank you, Chair. Now, Chair, we had to go and try and find out and subpoena the banks to find out the source of the transaction. And Chair, I will refer you on file 4 to page 150 of file 4, 150. So what we have done, Chair, as indicated, we have subpoenaed the banks to get the source of this payment, because from the face of a bank statement, at times you cannot see who the money comes from. Now, on page 150, you will see that we just dealing with one transaction, and that is the account of Mr. Piri, and you will see on the third column the amount of 150. The third column, the date of the payment, and that accords with the cross-reference of stationery when it says cross-reference 2. And you will see that there's also what you call a matching account number. So that will be the account where this amount was made. And in this case, Chairperson, we will see what appears on the far right is what we call Khaboji logistics. So at least what that demonstrates, Chairperson, is that the amount you see on page 152 was made by a company called Khaboji, and that is supported by what appears on 150. Now, Chair, could you please then go to page...
Do you want to get confirmation from from Major period?
Um,
Of what
I-
you've...
I will give you a chance to comment, but is there anything you want to say for now?
No. In fact, what I can say is that I realized when I retracted my statement that it is written stationery refund.
Yes.
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 That is,
But,
I realized just,
But you accept, as reflected at page 150, that this was actually a payment from Khabuji Logistics Pty Ltd.
I know it as payment from William Mashupe, but at the time that he sent me the money, I didn't take note that it is written stationery refund because I needed money as quickly as
Okay,
possible.
all right. Yes, you may continue, Mr. Musigiri.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, on the same file, we could go to page 60.
Same file.
Same, oh,
Same file two, yes,
File two.
file two. Now, 60, Chair. Now, Chair, on page 60, you will see that that's what we call an XT&D summary. And you will see the name there that appears is Mr. William Mashupe. And what I need to refer the Commission to is page 64 of that document. So for the purpose of this
Sorry, Chair.
exercise,
On page 64,
64,
60, you said you referred to something.
60 is the name of William Mashupe right on top there. Do you see that?
On top,
Yes.
on 60.
Yes. Can you just make sure? Yes, on file two.
On file 2, I'm on file 4,
Okay.
60, 2,
hey, is that file two? The
Yeah,
one you are
this
going
is
to?
file 2.
Yes. Just go to page
60, yes, I'm on 60.
And then
0.
then move to
You see there, it refers
Yes.
to them. Look at the name reflected, their first name and surname. And,
Yes.
And then go to
And-
64. It's still the same document.
64 of file 4.
Same file, same document major.
Yes, I see.
Yes. So it's 64, it's, that same document is
Yes.
still continuing.
Yes.
Yes, Chair. For the purpose of this discussion, Chair, what we need to look at, you will see that this document, what it does, it gives a profile of Mr. Mashupe, and for the purpose of this exercise, the Chair will see that right at the bottom, line number 4 from the bottom, there will be a company called Khabuji Logistics, and that comes under the topic directorships.
You say line 4, I'm not sure I
4
get
from
that.
the bottom.
Sorry? Oh, from the bottom.
From the
Sorry,
bottom, Chair.
sorry. Thank you.
Yes. Now, that document, Chair, at least it depicts the companies that Mr. Mashupe will be a director of. And you will see that one of the companies that he holds directorship is Khabuji Logistics.
Which appears to be the same company we saw in, was it file 4?
Indeed, Chair, that's the company that made the payment of
Yes.
150,000 rands.
Okay.
Major, do you see that?
Yes, I see.
Yes.
Now, if you go further up, Chair, it also shows you that under the employers, it shows you that Mr. Mashupe is employed by Goobies 85 Solutions. Do you see that, Mr. Piri?
Yes.
Yes. Now, part of the questions that was posed to you to answer to this commission was that whether you have received any incentives or benefits from Goobies.
Yes.
And you answered to the negative.
Yes.
Is that still your answer?
Yes.
Chair,
What is the nature of your relationship with Mr. Mashupe?
I've known Mr. Mashupe from when I completed my matric in 1996. He was staying at Dube in Soweto, and I was staying at my aunt's in Naledi. And we met through the pastor's child. At that time, we were still youngsters. I was working in Santen, and then I came to know him in 1998.
Okay.
And then we went on, but went on and off, not knowing we were doing our things at that moment, until we met again, I think in 2005, when I was working for a trekking company, trekking vehicles, and my duties were in Soweto. So I met him so that I knew where vehicles were taken when they were stolen.
Okay.
So he's a friend.
He's a friend.
Yes.
Do you know that he's a director of Habuki Logistics?
Yeah, when I'm working, I was doing lots of stuff, and we met again just around 2017 again, and then he was doing well, and our friendship grew again.
Okay.
But it was not a friendship that I would say was sustainable. It was a friendship when maybe I need something from him or he needs something from me. We will call each other and do whatever we wanted to do.
Okay, so it's not a, would you describe it as a close friendship?
It is not a close friendship. It was not a close friendship then. It became serious just around 2000 during COVID, and we came to know each other
Okay. And
better.
did you know that he's employed by Goobies 85?
I came to realize that when Goobies 85 started working in 2022, but he didn't say that I'm working for Goobies. He just said I'm in business relationship with Goobies.
Okay. But you became aware that he's doing work for Goobies?
Yes, partnerships somewhere in Mpumalanga.
Okay. Thank you.
thank you. And Mr. Piri, you would know and be familiar with Mr. Calvin Mahlangu
Yes, I know him. He's a director of Goobies.
of Goobies. Yes. Now, Chair, going back to file 4, Mr. Piri, can you go to file 4, please?
I can leave this one.
Yes. On page 149. Chair, you will see there, those are transactions or financial transactions that were made by Mr. Calvin Mahlangu But obviously, they are not made to this witness, so we'll not canvass that with him. But what I need to demonstrate for the purpose of this exercise, Chair, is that you will see that from the 23rd of February 2025 all the way to the 18th of October, that's just a sample, Chair, of him paying monies into Khabuchi Logistics, Chair. So, do you see that, Mr. Piri?
Yes, I see that.
Yes. And you will see that even on the 14th of May, he made some payment as well of about 18,000 and subsequent payments to Khabuchi. And obviously what we have before us is that on the 13th of May, Khabuchi made payment to you, as you have described.
Yes.
Yes. What I want to propose to you is that the information put to us demonstrates a clear connection of funds from the director of Goobies to Khabuchi, and ultimately those payments making their way to your account. Do you accept that?
Well, I need to answer this in a very...
Let's say this, Mayor. You accept that, and then if you accept that, then I can go to explanation then, if you have an explanation.
No, I don't. I don't accept that.
Okay.
Because my reasoning is that you say the payments were made on the 13th to me. Is what the advocate is advising.
Yes, no, a payment was made to you on the 13th of May. That's
Yes.
common course.
Yes.
Yes.
And on the 14th, he pays, Calvin pays Khabutsile 18,000.
Yes, no, that's not the question.
Yes.
It's what I'm asking you is this. Don't confuse yourself with the transaction on the 14th. I'm saying what we're looking here accumulatively is that Goobies, or Mr. Mashlangwa on behalf of Goobies, is making payments to Khabuchi. Forget
Yes.
about the dates.
Yes.
Yes, that's what is depleted there at least. And I'm saying somehow those payments through Khabuchi, they make their way to your account.
Is that accurate though, Mr. Musigidi? When, for example, we take the payment of what date? The 18,000 rand? The date is not even the same. Your question suggests that there will be corresponding deposits from Khabuchi to Major Piri's account, unless you want to reformulate your question.
No, Chair, that's not the suggestion at all, Chair.
Please reformulate your
because that's
question
not-
then, because
That's not what
that's
is-
how I understood it, and I suspect that's how Commissioner Baloi understood it as well, because I heard her.
No, Chair, we are not putting it any higher than this.
Just reformulate the
Yes,
question though, because as is, it may be conveying something that I doubt you want to convey.
Yes, Chair.
Because as presently formulated, it suggests that the payments correspond even in terms of amounts.
Yes, Chair, no, that's not the suggestion.
No.
Let me
I hear you.
try and deal with the
I-
question differently.
Yes, please,
Yes,
please, yes.
And Mr. Piri, understand me, I'm not saying there's a corresponding payment, for example, in your case of 150,000 rand, that came from Goobies directly to your account via Khabuchi. That's not the proposition I'm putting to you. The proposition is simply this, is that what is put in front of you is that you have payment from Khabuchi. And what we also know is that Khabuchi also receives monies
Yes.
from Mr. Calvin.
Yes.
That's as high as I'm putting it.
Yes.
Yes. Is there any comment to that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Advocate, first, you are saying to me that, commissioners, it must be clear, he paid me on the 13th. And I agree. I say I requested the loan he gave me. Now, when I look at your documents, it says there's no way that where it shows the 13th that Calvin Mashangu paid him on the 13th to pay me. But you are telling me that he paid me, and from the 23rd of February 2025 up until 18 October 2025, he's paying this company. And there's no evidence that on the 13th, 150,000 came from Calvin Ponso Mahlangu to Kabuchi Logistics, and then it went out and came to me. Remember now, I'm talking about my friend, that commissioners, I'm loaning money from, knowingly that he told me that I know the guy, I sometimes work with him. And he loans me the money. But I don't see the money here on the 13th. So I don't know what are the relations in relation to the 150,000.
Yes, no. I think, let me be fair to you. I'm not putting, and I'm trying my best here. I'm not saying to you, you'll find a 150 amount
Yes.
transaction from Goobies to you or to Kabuchi and yourself.
Yes.
And remember, I prefaced my question by saying the transactions on page 149 is
Yes.
just a sample of the transactions between Calvin Mahlangu and Kabuchi. And I said to you, I would not invite you to make comment on those because those has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
But remember
I
that.
accept.
And you'll see those transactions, they add up to 194,000
Yes.
on the sample. And I said to you, that had nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Yes.
If you say so, they have nothing to do with me, I accept.
Yes. What we wanted to demonstrate is that Kabuchi does receive money from Goobies,
Yes.
and then we can deal with the rest.
Can I?
No, I'm saying then we can move on and deal with
Okay.
with the others.
Yes.
Yes. There's another payment or group of payments
Yes.
that we we also discussed this morning,
Yes.
and these relate to
Sorry to interject,
Yes.
Advocate. Chair, I would like to know that the 150,000, we are clear on it.
we'll come back to it when we put all the at least propositions to you,
Okay.
as we are still dealing with what we will at least make submissions on to say that these are the benefits from Goobies.
Okay.
But we're still dealing with some of the amounts that we are saying are linked to Goobies.
Goobies,
So
yes.
they will all tie in, including the 150. But for now, yes, you can move on from 150. Let's deal with the 35,000 rands.
Yes. In fact, when you asked me the first question, I wanted to tell you that the best way to start is to start at the 35,000.
Let's get to 35,000.
Yes.
Clearly, you are prepared for that one.
Yes.
Hopefully, then we can find common ground on the 35,000 rand.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Chair, Chair would have seen on file 1,
Where should we go there, Mr. Musigidi?
Yes, Chair, just give me a sec to find my footing.
At page
Chair,
1.
you will find those if you go to file 1, on page 8. It should be the very last document on that.
It's tab number LA05.
Yes.
Okay, and then. 03.
Brigadier Musigidi, you said page 8.
Yes, Commissioners. So this is file 1,
Yes. The bank statement.
the bank statement,
Yes.
yes.
Are you there, Commander?
I'm
After the
definitely
last
there.
tab, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, these three amounts,
Yes.
in your statement, when you explained, I think you said, you said that these were the amounts from amounts from one person in relation to a loan as well. Is that correct?
It's correct.
Yes.
What bank account is this? Is this ABSA
ABSA.
Standard Bank? ABSA.
ABSA.
Okay.
Please, I'm sorry, which date are you looking at and what amount?
Thank you, Chair. I haven't gotten there, Chair. Yes, we were just speaking to what he confirmed is in his own statement.
Just identity, okay,
Yes.
all right.
Now, Chair, while we are there, you'll see on top there, Mr. Piri, you'll confirm on the top right the account number there. That's your account number?
That's my account number.
Yes. And now, Chair, we're looking at the transactions almost right at the bottom on the 20th of May 2023. And then Chair will see that there's 3 payments that makes up the 105 payment. Now, you will see, Chair, that the first reference, it says that it's for services, rendered, or at least the word render will be missing the last few words, but it will be read as service rendered. And then the second item, the reference will say first rent Papi, and then the last payment will also say first rent Papi. And just Chair, on the score, when the witness was asked in examination chief, he testified that these amounts are from a person called Papi Mukhashwa. Is that correct, Major?
Yes.
Yes, Chair. Now, Chair, we have also conducted the same exercise where we subpoenaed the bank in an attempt to trace where these amounts originate. Chair, on that score, you can go to page 151 of file 4.
One 151.
151, thank you.
I'm there, Chair.
Chair, you will see that those transactions are there with the reference that we alluded to earlier, which the first reference. First of all, the amounts are 35,000 rand, and the date being the 20th of May, and then the reference, they accord with what we identified, which is the services rendered, Papi and Papi. And then you will see, Chairperson, there will be the account numbers where that amount originated from. And then on the far right, you will see it says the companies or the names of the company and the individuals whom this amount would have came from. This will be on the last row, which says inflow, Chairperson. Now, Chairperson, I would like to deal with the first transaction, and I want to focus, Chair, on the last column. The second last column says Papado and
PTY Ltd.
PTY Ltd, Chair. Chair, for that, we'll have to go back to page, on file 2, page 64. And Chair will see that on that page again, this will be a document where it gives a summary of, or a profile of Mr. Mashupe's profile. And Chair would see that under directorship, the second last company there, Chair, it's Papado. What that depicts, Chair, let me check with Mr. Peter, are you there?
I'm there.
Yes. What this depicts, Chair, simply is that Mr. Mashupe is a director of Papado. And Commissioner Baloyi has already canvassed the relationship between Mr. Piri and Mr. Mashupe as the director of Papado. So here, Chair, we're saying that it's the second company, which we will deal with later on, making payments to Mr. Piri under the directorship of a Goobies employee, being Mr. Mashupe. Major Piri, do you have any comment to that?
A comment.
Yes, if any.
Commissioners, hence I said we must start at the payment in 2023. I think it was in May the 20th. The reasoning is that I realized that I speak to Papi, Mohasho. Papi then gives me the money on that date. It's 2023. After giving me the money, I realized that the accounts are different. But I realized after using the money the very same day, just in a couple of minutes, I buy a vehicle at We Buy Cars. I realized that no, but these amounts, they come from different accounts. Then I call Papi, ask him, I asked you for money, but I see people who paid me are different people, because I said I wanted 100,000 from you as a loan. And he says, wait, Piri, unfortunately, I didn't have the money. Then I asked our friend, our common friend, William Mashupe to give me the money. Then I took the money knowingly that it comes from Papi. It's then that I engaged William Mashupe and said to Willie, is it true that this amount comes from you? And he said, yes. And I said, Papi said he will charge me 20% if I don't bring it the 20th of next month. And I don't believe I will have that money at that time. So if it comes from you, can you tell him that the interests are off the limits? That gives effect now that if I need something, I don't have to speak to Papi. I need to speak to Willie.
So ultimately, the money came from William Mashupe, not Papi,
Not
Papi
Papi.
Mokgadi.
Yes. That's how I knew that in future, I don't need to go through Papi to get money because his businesses are not running. He is charging me, but the money comes from my friend.
Okay, and then if we go then again, back, Chair, to the same on page 151, the witness was now speaking to the first transaction, which is the first 35,000 rand, which made reference to Papador. And then we have two other transactions, Chair, which we had to follow those account numbers to see where those amounts. 151.
151.
We're still on file 4.
In file 4.
Sorry, 151, file 4.
Yes, I'm on 154.
On that score, Chair, we discovered that the last two transactions come from individuals which I am not going to mention their names, which I don't think is necessary at this stage, Chair. But Chair would see, and the witness has this in his possession, Chair. There is a document, Chair, that was handed up. I'm informed that it was inserted right at the back of the commissioner's files. That will be file 4. Commissioner?
My file 4, the last document is a transcript.
That will be file 3, I think, Commissioner Malone. File 4 is page 161. And then after that, there should be a
Is that the one marked 1 at the top?
That's correct, Chair, yes. I'm told it does in fact come after the transcript file.
No, it's before. It's before.
Yes, before. Thank you, Chair. We're not going to make...
If we have the correct document, but
Yes,
it also has Goobies on the left column, or not?
That's correct, Chair.
All right, all right.
It will say payments from Goobies to William Mashupe and Khabuchi Logistics. And we just need to make reference to the very last page on that document, Chairperson. And Chair, you will see that in the middle of the page, at least right in the middle of the page, there is a table, and there is a name there, Mr. HGM, and the second name is Mr. KSM. I will not pronounce those names, Chair. Now, what then, Chair, we have at least done is that when you look at, are you there, Mr. Peter?
Are you following, Major?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
The one that is written 1.
Yes, so go to the last page of that. It's
Mark
page 4.
Mark 4 at the top, Major.
Yes. And
Yes.
this?
Yes. Now, Chair, you will see that the account number of the first person with the surname M, that account number, it's ending with 825. I don't want to read the rest of it into the record, Chair. And the other person's account number, also Mr. M, his account is ending with 192. Now, Chair, if you cast your eyes on page 151,
Of which bundle?
on
Oh.
bundle 4,
Yes.
now those account numbers, Chair, we will submit that they accord with what is seen on page 4, Chairperson, in terms of the account numbers. So it is quite clear, Chairperson, we submit that those two people, Mr. M and Mr. M, made those payments because we have linked those accounts. Do you see that?
Clearly.
Yes, thank you. Now, ordinarily, Chair, would not have difficulties with that transaction on the face of it. What gives us difficulties is if you go back to page 4, Chairperson, the one that we're looking at, the one with...
Yes,
yes.
towards the end of the file, yeah.
Yes, the difficulty then we have, Chairperson, for now at least, is that you will see that the company for the first person, Mr. M, it receives a substantial amount of money from Goobies. In this instance, you will see that there's an amount of, if you look at the third row, just on that, you'll see there's what we call, there's a payment, or at least a transaction between this individual and Goobies of 10 million rands. It's 10.8 million rands, Chairperson. And you will see that, again, on that transaction, on the transactions to Mr. M, you will see that on the names, customer names, there's also the name of Mr. Calvin, where there's also an outbound amount of 100.
Are you still following, Major?
I'm following.
Okay.
Thank you. You will see that there's also an amount of 105, Chairperson. And then on the second person, Chairperson, we have the same difficulty, Commissioners, which is that on the fourth column, there's an amount of 3.9 million. Again, that comes from Goobies. And similarly, you'll see that Mr. Calvin Mahlangu's name also features. And lastly, Chair, you'll also see quite clearly that Papado, which also made payment to Mr. Piri, also received, at least on the face of it, 5.9 million, or at least there was an exchange of 5.9 million between Papado and Goobies. Do you see that, Mr. B?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Mr. Peter, we'll make submissions at least to this commission.
Before you go to your submissions, let me see, let's try to establish something. At page 151, where those, in that same bundle,
Yes.
where the relationship that identifies the account holders is given, the first one is Papado
Yes.
at 151, and then the second one has a name, and that's the person you received payment from. What is your relationship with that person?
Papi, we share, I would say William is also from Soweto. But when I was living in Soweto, I didn't know Papi. I knew Papi through William. And that's why I said we must start at the payment on the 20th.
Yes.
Because now I asked Papi, then I realized that no, Papi doesn't have money. He's asking money from William, knowing that William knows me. Now we are almost closed.
Yeah, the second name is not William, it's a completely different person. The first one is Papado, and then a relationship has been shown to exist between Papado and William. William is a director
Yes.
in Papado, but then you have a second name, you have a second person
Yes.
who makes payment to you with a reference, Papi. But that person, that account doesn't belong to Papi. It has a different name. And
Yes.
my question to you is, who is that person?
I don't know these two gentlemen because I see it's Mr. M and Mr. M. Mr. GM and Mr. SM. I don't want to mention, I don't know them.
You don't know them.
Totally, I've never met them.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Msipili.
Thank you. Perhaps just lastly on this name, Papi, Chair, if you go to the document with 4 pages, on the first page of it, the only attention I want to draw the Commission's attention to is that those are the payments between Goobies to William Mashupe and Khaboji. And what you will see there, Chair, is that as part of the reference, it says Khabo, which will probably mean Khaboji, and then there's Papi, and then there's Goobies. So what we say, Chair, is that quite clearly, any payment between Goobies and Khaboji is referenced as Papi. It has nothing to do with respect with a person called Papi, but that's a reference that seems to be used, and not as Papi Mokhachwa, as Mr. Phiri suggests. Any comment?
I will respectfully ask the advocate to rephrase the question or to repeat the question.
Yes.
Not to rephrase, but to repeat.
Okay.
I use the
Let's go back. On page 1 of that document you have,
Yes.
do you see the reference Khabo, Papi, Goobies?
Yes, I do.
Yes. So what I'm suggesting to you is that the word Papi is used repeatedly
Yes.
as part of the reference between payments between Goobies and Khaboji.
Yes.
Do you accept that?
Yes, I
At least on the face of that document.
they are using the name Papi. Yes.
Yes, and it's the same Papi we see on your bank statement as well.
Yes.
Yes.
But may I comment, Chair?
Yes.
Yes.
This payment are made in 2024.
Yes, what's your point?
My point is, I don't know the relationship between Papi and Goobies and William Mashupe. They might be doing their own thing somewhere.
Mr. Musigidi, is the suggestion being put to the Major? Major, let me apologize. I had a slip up and I called you Commander earlier. and you nodded instead of correcting me.
Well, at some point, the major said he was the coordinator and commander.
Okay.
So I apologize for that slip-up, Major. Mr. Musigidi, is the suggestion being put to the Major that there is no person called Papi? In fact, Papi is the payment reference? Just so that he understands and can comment on the suggestion that is being put to him.
Well, it's twofold, and at best I can say to you, yes, there's no person called Papi. It's just a reference being used to trace the payments so that it's known who they come from. Or at the very least, if there is a person called Papi, then that Papi is always linked to Mr. Mashupe. Do you follow that?
Commissioners, I will reply to the advocate that we can spend the whole day opining about this matter. But I'm not a forensic investigator. I'm not. I will know why Papi is mentioned on these papers. But I will know that I asked Papi. So sometimes maybe these payments, if you look at them on page 1, in accordance with your assertion, advocate, and sorry, Chair, for not replying through you, they are made in 2024. They are not made to me. So it might be happening, we are talking about 2,000, 4,000. It might be that Papi, it's a go-between between William Mashupe and other people. And then for him, maybe, it's an assumption. And I say it's an assumption on my side because in my line of work, an assumption will kill you faster than a bullet. So using Papi might be another thing for him to remember that Papi wanted this. I'm not sure, but maybe Papi, when asking money from William must remember that Papi is, this amount were paid to Papi.
Mr. Musigidi, can the proposition be higher than the proposition to make to the witness that he received payments from people that have received payments from Goobies or that have a financial link to Goobies? Is that the proposition you're wanting to make? And if so, why don't you just make that?
Indeed, thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. And in this instance, we have also added a layer to say that at least one of those people is employed by Goobies. Yes. Do you wish to comment on that? Mr. Peter?
Advocate, you were replying to Commissioner Baloyi, so you've never put the question.
Please respond to what Commissioner Baloyi said. Major.
Okay.
Yes.
Can Commissioner Baloyi kindly repeat
Yes.
the question?
What is being put to you, the proposition that's being made to you is that on these financial documents, and we
Yes.
can for now limit it to Mashupe and Papi, whatever the name is,
Yes.
that the proposition made to you is on this information before us, you've received payments
Yes.
from people who either have received payments for whatever reason
Yes.
from Goobies or have a financial connection to Goobies. That's one. And one of those people is Mashupe, who is
Yes.
also an employee of Goobies.
Yes.
Do you accept that that's what this financial information we've been looking at tells us?
Yes.
Okay.
I accept that, but at this time, I'm not aware that these people are going to William Mashupe in order for me to get this money. At this time, I'm not aware. And that I can prove.
Yes. But at this time, you are aware of William Mashupe's association with Goobies?
Yes, I become aware after these transactions, but I know that he's with Goobies.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, can I ask you a more direct question, Major? Have you ever received payment from Goobies?
Directly from Goobies? No.
Yes. Has Goobies ever paid you money?
No.
Has any director or owner of Goobies ever paid you money?
No.
Have you ever received money from somebody associated with Goobies, either an employee or a service provider, but that payment was from Goobies? In other words, there was a middleman that Goobies was paying you through.
No. I will say yes. I have received payment, a loan from William Mashupe,
Yes.
but he didn't say to me it is from Goobies.
It's from Goobies.
Yes, because he's a businessman. this
Yes.
person. Yes.
Now, did you pay that back?
Yes.
How did you pay it back?
When I was going through this, I need to be thorough on this one. When I was going through this, I said to him, why must I pay you in cash back? And then he said to me, this is a business. If you pay me back back into my account, it becomes a business.
It will reflect as income.
As
and
an
they
income.
have to pay tax on it.
I don't know why
Yes.
you
No,
wanted.
I follow that. But how did you pay to him? Did you pay to him in cash?
Yes, usually I will pay to him in cash because I have my own side hustles.
But where did you get the 150,000 to pay him in cash? Did
Okay.
you withdraw it from your bank account?
What will I do is that immediately, if we go to 8, where in A2 of bundle 1,
Yes.
immediately after he paid me the 150,000,
Yes.
Commissioner Kumar, immediately after he paid me, I was in need of money at that moment. But immediately after he paid me, I sold my vehicle.
Just pause there. It's file 1, A2.
Yes,
So he pays you on the 13th of May, 2025.
yes,
He pays you 150,000.
yes,
There's a second tick on that page. That's where we see the deposit of 150,000.
yes.
Yeah, take it from there.
The second tick shows you that the very same day
Yes.
I sell my vehicle at We Buy Cars.
Yes. And they pay you 145,000,
They pay me 140.
but it comes into your bank account.
It comes into my
Yes.
bank account. I needed to buy another vehicle, but I'm struggling to sell the other vehicle. I asked him, while they are busy sorting out that vehicle, that process, I asked him, Willie, can you give me 150,000? One of my vehicles is in Limpopo, but it's coming down. When it arrives, I'm going to sell it and give back your money. He agrees. He pays me that money. Tomorrow I go and purchase a vehicle that I wanted on the 14th of May. This shows that I already have money, but I'm short of 150,000.
What I'm looking for, Major, is where do you withdraw 150,000 in cash and pay it to him? Does that reflect in these bank statements?
No, it doesn't reflect in this bank statement.
Where would it reflect? Because if you withdraw 150,000 from any bank account, there should be evidence of that. There should be paper trail.
That should be
Paper trail.
when I withdraw 150,000.
When you withdraw 150,000, whether it's from an FNB account or an ABSA account, there should be a bank statement.
Yes.
Or some paper proof that you withdrew 150,000 from your bank account. Because it doesn't come from nowhere, it has to
Yes.
come from a bank account.
No, this one I didn't pay at once. What I did is, if I have to mention this, I'm an informal businessman. I have these small cars, your Polos and your, so I will sell them. I don't register them. I have Golfs and Tez that are doing some business for me, carrying children and stuff, but it's not in my name. So I knew that I can sell all of them and pay him in cash. So in our trade, I can sell them in Mamelodi, in Soshanguve, and then they will give me cash, and then I will give him. So there is no paper trail. I will just tell him, today I'm expecting payment, and then give him the money.
So you're saying in one go you had 150,000 in your hand cash
No, no.
and you gave it to him?
No, I didn't give him 150,000 at the go. I will just call him and say, Willie, I have 35,000 today, and then he will say, I will send someone to come and collect it. And then he's also like me. We are professional gamblers. So I will know, maybe I will meet him at the main lane, or he will send someone to use that money.
Okay, thanks.
But what I'm bringing to A2 is that immediately after using the money, I sell another vehicle and I get 124. But the guy doesn't want me. My balance on the 18th, on the,
Major, I don't mean to stop you, but A1 and A2 are not helpful for the purposes of what we are discussing now. We've accepted that
okay,
he paid 150,000 into your account,
yes,
and you did whatever you did with that money. That is
Yes.
fine. What we were looking for was evidence from this document that you withdrew 150,000 and paid him.
no, I
And
didn't.
if you say
withdraw.
that's not here because you sold your other cars in
I sold
cash
my other
to
cars.
pay him, then
Yes.
this doesn't take us a step further.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
But he could have reflected the repayment if you paid from your account into his account. He could have reflected that for purposes of his books as a loan repayment and not a profit.
When I'm paying him
I'm testing what you say, which is that his reason for insisting on a cash repayment
back, yes,
was that he did not want that to reflect as profit, as it would have had tax implications. I'm saying, but he could have reflected that as a loan repayment.
as a loan repayment.
Yes.
Or in fact, while engaging him, because I knew that I will get money, the very
No,
same.
I'm just testing your point.
No, I asked.
That, yes, so answer that directly. It has nothing to do with whether you would be receiving cash or not.
Respectfully, Chair, if I can go further to say how I wanted to pay him. I said, can I pay you in your personal account? And he said, I said immediately, I sold the car, I can pay you in your personal account, 100,000, immediately as I speak to you now. That is the money I have. And he said, he shares his account with his wife, and they have marital problems. You cannot pay me in that account.
So that's an additional reason now, as opposed to the one about tax implications.
The one, yes, because I didn't want to ask him, when you are at the person's mercy, you take what he says to you. And knowing him, I knew that it's not those guys that you disagree with willy-nilly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Piri. Can we just move to the next payment? And this is what we call a direct payment from Mr. William Mashupe. Let's go, it's two payments actually. They appear on page, go to the second file. page 155,
Second file.
155.
Is this the second file? This 4.
55.
Yes.
Yes, you will see the chair, there is a payment. It's a third transaction on the 21st of May, 2023. It's an amount of 10,000 rand. Do you see that?
It's an amount of 10,000 rand.
Yes.
Yes, I see it.
Yes. Now, in the interest of time, I want you to take that amount and read it with the next, on the next page.
On the
There's
next page.
Yes, so it's 156. There will be an amount it's the third amount of 5,000 rand that you also receive on the 7th of July, 2023.
2023.
Yes, you see that.
Yes.
It says immediate transfer and there's a reference there. So it's page 156.
Yes, I see 156.
Yes, so this amount, together with the one on 155,
Yes.
we have traced them. And if you go to file 4, Chair, on page 152,
Yes, I see them.
yes, and you will see that at least our contra reveals that those payments, we've cross-referenced them. They both, when you do the cross-reference of services rendered and the dates, they show that those were payments directly now from Mr. William Mashupe.
Yes.
Yes. So at least on the score, you'll accept that you have received direct payment from someone who's at least attached to Goobies.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
May I comment?
Yes, you may.
Remember, I told you, I realize now that the money comes from William Mashupe. Realizing that, I tell William Mashupe, I bought a vehicle. The run flat is on the 21st of May, is the next day. The tires are not in good order. I say to him, I'm at Tiger Wheels because I already know. Can you, because now we have already spoken on that day, even phone records can show you that after this, I speak to him and then I say, can you further loan me 10,000 because Papi was lying to me. He gives me on the 21st of, it is the next day, he gives me the 10,000, if I'm not wrong. But the other one you said is
7th of July.
the 7th of July. Yes, I need another money. And I say to him, send me money. And then I will pay you back. And then he sent it back. He sent it there. And I've already used what he sent to me. And then I use the money. And I don't want to tap into my own money. The reason I'm using ABSA, I'm using Standard Bank for salary, to receive my salary. But because at Standard Bank, constantly I'm being hacked, and I'm forever at the police station writing affidavits. I'm saying no, all my money will go to ABSA, but it will not come here.
Mr. Piri, these two payments, but also the first payment that we have established comes from Papador, the 35,000 rand.
Yes.
And these two last ones, why would the reference be services rendered if these are loans between you, Papi, and William? What services would have been rendered for? But more importantly, if these are simple loans,
Yes.
why would they be referenced services rendered?
Businessmen, I don't know how their minds work. They wouldn't say loan. I think it's a matter of them maybe claiming that for tax. I don't understand how they do it. But if you ask them for money, if they pay you through a bank, it will never say it's a loan. And in hindsight, I've never thought of asking them why, when someone asks you for money, you don't say it's a loan. You say something else. I've never asked that. But it is not, I've never rendered a service for Papador. I've never.
Thank you.
Thank you. For now, let's move away from Goobies payments. We'll come back. Let's go to file number 4 on page 75.
File number 4.
Mr. Sigidi,
Chair.
let's take a 10-minute adjournment.
Thank you, Chair.